Hi, my name's Yvonne and I'm a UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm going to show you another kit from Stampin' Up. Now this one is You Are My Anchor card kit. So this one comes with a stamp set. So it's got You Are My Anchor, congratulations, You're a Lifesaver, Adventure Awaits, thanks, some little waves, some birds, a starfish, anchor, a yacht, for you, ahoy, a little love heart, a big anchor, and also a lighthouse. We have a stamping spot, Pacific Point. So I won't be using the one in the kit. I'll be using my big version just because I have it. When I first saw the colour, I didn't know whether I actually had that one, but I have, so I'll be using mine. Right, let's see what's in this kit. Using my pick tool to open it up. So we have our stamping block. Again, I'll be using my own block. We have some mini dimensionals this time. A few times we've had the standard size, but these are the mini dimensionals. We have some lovely twine. Ooh, some cute envelopes. Some little, I think they're 3x3 envelopes. We have some sleeves, I believe they are. Oh, we have a box. Oh, it's all interesting. Something different. And then we have our our cards. So you've got some nice 3x3 cards there. Something with gold on there. And we've got some anchors there. And here we have some wavy lines and some more sea. I'm just folding those all up. And then we have our dies. So we have a life buoy, we have some anchors and the lighthouse. 2 sheets of those. Another one of those foiled cards. And then this time we have labels that's got foiling on them. So that's a bit different. We've got some circles, some tags, and some more shapes and some hearts. And of course you've got your little dots, your sticky dots. But I'll be using my tear and tape. Right. Let's see what we've got in here then. These big chunky cards that come in these kits, I save them, so if I've got any projects then I can use them for those. Whether it's making sturdy boxes or anything like that. Right. I see. Let's start on the first card then. So we have the blue stripe and it's mentioning about the twine. So we'll be wrapping it round. Again, it gives you the measurements of how much to cut, and on the instructions you've actually got a ruler in inches and centimetres. So it does say 9 centimetres, but cut it however you want to. See if I can find the beginning of this. So that might be the end, but no, that must be the beginning. It looks like we're just tying a knot on this one, which is fine. And then we're just going to be cutting it down. Right, so the next stage is the circle. We want the circles, so it'll be this one here. And then we're stamping the anchor. I'm going to get my scratch piece of card just to see if it's stamping okay and whether it needs a bit more work. No, that's stamping perfectly, so we're fine. As I say, sometimes you can get some sort of coating that's still on the stamps from the manufacturer. You just need to wipe it off. I just use a little chamois if there's any problems, and I'm just going to stamp it in the middle there. Did move that a little bit, so that's why it's not stamped 100% there, but it doesn't matter. Right, so let's try and not get ink on my fingers. Because that's something I have a habit of doing, and then I end up with inky projects where I don't want ink. Right, so we've got congratulations, which is there. I need my little tag. Stick that on there a moment. Just gently pull these out. Just trim the little tags off. So we're holding it in place on the sheet. And then we can stamp. I'm just going to place it on my grid paper to make sure it's not wonky. And just some light tapping. And then stamp on there. I didn't test this stamp, so yeah, that's good. That's fine. And then all we're going to use is the little mini dimensionals. Now I've probably got a pack open myself somewhere, unless I've used them all up, which that could be the case. So I will actually open the pack, the ones that came in the pack. Just put 3, 2 at the ends and 1 in the middle. And then peel the backing off. And then we just need to stick this bit on. Oops. Should have stuck this on the back first before I put my piece on. And I've still managed to get ink on this side of the card, but never mind. Nobody's going to see this bit. And that will stick. I just want to move my knot around a little bit. So it goes on the edge. And there we go. That is the first card. That's a really sweet card, that. I'm liking that. And so once you've finished using all the bits of this particular kit, then you've got your stamp sets. So then you can look at this particular design. If you've got some stripy paper, you stick on a 3x3 card and then cut a circle and then use the stamps you've got. So yeah, always see what else you can do once you've used your kit. See what's left over and what designs you can do with the supplies you've got yourself. Right, so now we're going with the next one, which is You're My Anchor. And before I go any further, I'm just going to wipe my hands so I don't get any ink where I shouldn't. Right, so this is the anchor. So we're using the die shape. Out carefully. You don't want to pull it too hard because you don't want to damage it. And then there's a hole in the centre, and then we need to use our twine again. So I'm just going to cut that, feed a loop through the hole. And then pull it through, just pull it through gently. Just make sure it makes a nice little knot at the top. And then that's the card. So we're popping it on there and attaching it to, is it attached to the back or are we just leaving it loose? I might need to cut it down a little bit. But now we're going to be attaching that. So let's go with the dimensionals again. Put a couple on there. And just pop it there. Now we needed to stamp on there, so I've done it slightly the wrong way round, but never mind. Just need to make sure that my stamp is okay. You are my anchor. You are my anchor. Oops. So I'm definitely going to test this one out first before we stamp it on my card. Yeah, that's fine. I've just got to be really careful. So, yeah. Just make sure we're popping it there. There we go. Didn't mess it up. And then the final addition is the little gold love heart. So again, I'm going to put this on the mini dimensionals. Oops. It might not be a dimensional, that might be just a bit of a... What you can do with these dimensionals is that you can cut them down. So particularly this, there's quite a bit of a wide edge to it. So you can actually cut the size you want. I want something a little bit more long. And then that can go there. So that's another really sweet little card. I say you can take the design elements from this and create your own. Whether you stamp your anchor and cut it out, or whether you just stamp the anchor on your card and then just make your embellishments different. So yeah, always think about the actual ways you can different ways you can use things. Right, we have this one here. So you are a lifesaver. Now this time we're going to be putting the twine underneath the anchor, making a bit of a shape. Right. So we sort of be going, making some loops. So this is where those little dots do come in handy. So I think I will use them in this instance. So you put four little dots at the back. There we go. And just take the backings off. And then what we're going to do is put the twine and then just loop it and stick it. This is always a nice technique to use when you're using your twine, to put it at the back of a project. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, just need to make that stick on that little dot there, and then we can cut it. use some scissors here. There we go. Right, and again we've got our dimensionals, so I'm just going to put them in between the gaps. And that's all prepared, ready to go on the card. I'm not take the backing off yet because we've got some stamping to do, which is "You are a lifesaver." So again, I'm going to be using these little tags, little banners, just trimming off the excess little knobbles that are on there. Right, you are a lifesaver. You will get little bits of the backing all over the place like I have. It's just part of crafting, but you better tidy them up in a little while. Right, so you're a lifesaver. Check it's stamping okay. Oh, I keep putting that the wrong way around. I've just taken the plastic protection cover off my stamps so you don't hear it crinkling. Right. Yep. That's great. And position it. There we go. So, worked out really good. Right, so the card that I need for this one is this blue one here that matches my mat, my work surface. Right, let's get the boy. Peel off the backings. And then we just need to stick on the lifesaver bit. So I just use my tear and tape. And there we go. That's a really pretty card as well. They're so cute, they really are. Great for mail. Right, so our fourth card is the lighthouse. So again, we've got "You're a lifesaver." Now I'm sure that if you have other kits, I'm sure you'll find a birthday one and you can quite easily make these happy birthdays. And that's the beauty of kits, is especially with the stamps, is the fact that you've got these stamps and then you can use them for other things, which is great. It's always nice to have the sentiment stamps that you can use over and over again. Right, so this time we're going to be using this panel here. Ooh, and then I'm going to be stamping on the panel as well. Okay. I thought I was going to be using one of the shapes, but no, I'm stamping, so let's take that off. I should really clean these before I take them off. That's why I get ink on me. But you need to see so all this is a chamois, just a wet chamois, just to clean either my stamps or my hand. We do have a stampin' scrub set, which is very good. I'm going to test this because it's a nice pick and a nice one. Yep, that's fine. Right, let's position this and pop it down. Give it a press. There we go. Right, so we need some more twine. We're just tying it around here in a knot. A little bit further down so we can see the sentiment, and then I'm just going to trim that. So this time we're going to use this card, and that's going to go in the middle. We need to put some dimensionals on the back, and I think I might use my bigger ones this time. Somewhere in the middle like that, and then you can just put your lifesaver there. I can see every time I turn over a bit of card I can see some ink on it. Messy crafts. If you haven't got ink on your fingers by the time you finish grafting, there's something wrong. You're far too neat. There we go. That's the other little card. As I say, think about the design of that, and then you'll be able to use that with your own papers. Right, let's see where we are now. So we've got this one now. This is a really comprehensive kit with different things in. Right, so we're going to stamp a cloud, use a die, and then use a different stamp. Right, take that one off. Adventure awaits. with a longer one this time. Unless it's just deceiving me, but I think that's a longer one. We'll go with it. Do a little bit of trimming. Now at the moment, me being a demonstrator, I get to see products that are coming in the next month, and that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator, that you get to pre-order a month before products come out. So this month, if you like the idea of joining my team, then the starter kit is £99 and you get £130 worth of products. Now, because we're in a pre-order month, you'll be able to pre-order Christmas, autumn and winter stamp sets that are going to be coming out at the beginning of August as your starter kit. So that's a great time to think, oh, I'll get some good stuff for Christmas to get a head start on your Christmas cards. So there'll be a link below about joining my team, and it's a great way to enjoy all the products that we've got on offer. Right, so I need some clouds. Right, for this one I'm just using my mini block because it's just a tiny little stamp and it needs to go. Oh, it's not clouds, it's birds. Oh dear. It's been a long morning. Yep, they're fine. So I'm just going to position them there. There we go. So yeah, when you do join Stampin' Up, then as I say, your first order is your starter kit, and you can choose whatever you want in the starter kit, up to the value of £130. And then after that, you will receive a 20% discount on all your purchases. Now, don't worry if you think that you don't want to do anything with selling. You don't have to sell. I have a team member who doesn't sell, and she only buys for herself, and she's just had her year anniversary with me. So if you're put off about the fact of selling anything or anything to do with sales, you don't need to bother about that, because you don't have to sell. You can be your own best customer, and that's how I started out. There we go. So I'll be coming up to my 4 years this year, and I started out just purchasing for myself, and then I thought I'll have a go at videos and blogs and things like that, and I've really enjoyed it. Right, so that's the next card. Right, the final part is the box, I think. Yep. So we have the box, which is a bit intriguing. Right, so what I'm going to do is fold all these in, and they've even got sticky on the inside as well, all pre-done for you. I'm just going to fold those ends in, and then how we put this together is that goes in there and that folds over, and then it sticks in there. There we go. So that is one part of the box, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just see what this is. Ah, this might be something that slides over. Yep. Right. So that actually slides over that. So we just need to decorate it. See, a lot of demonstrators make boxes. I've made quite a few, various sizes for different projects. And this is a nice idea for a box where you just do the box base and then you put a belly band or just a cover that slides over the top of it. I will have to remember that for next time. That's a great idea. And this is the thing with these kits. They show you different ideas of how to do things. Right, so this one here is using little discs with the circles. And then we have a anchor at the back, a blue one. Punch the little hole. And then we're working with the twine again. Let's see how we can do this. What I'm going to do is just put the stamp because I think this is one of these twines, these designs where you have to put things in the box before you close it up. So I'll do a majority of it and let's see where we are with it. Again, I'm just going to use my little block just because it's a tiny stamp and I always have a variety of blocks kicking around if I need to. Just for you on there. Luckily that went okay. So yes. So put the twine in everything. And then we can make a little bow, make a knot and then make a bow. Probably made my ends a little bit too short, but never mind. Need to just tighten this. And pull it back. Just to fiddle around with the bow to make it look pretty. Just need to cut the end off there. So then you can pop all your cards in your box, and you've got your envelopes as well. They are lovely envelopes. And you've got a nice little detail, the fact that you've got a little bit of colour on one side and a contrasting on the inside as well. So it's really sweet. Move my ink pad out of the way so I don't trash it. And put your little sleeve. Oops. Put your little sleeve over the box. Pop that on there. Wrap your twine around there. And then you'll be able to stick that on there. That is a really good idea. I really like that. I say, I like the box design. The fact that you haven't got a lid, it's just a slide cover. And you can really adapt that to lots of other ideas. I'm just going to lay all the little cards out on there as well. That's absolutely lovely. I'm really pleased with that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll put all the links down below to everything that I've been speaking about. And I hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.